In this video, I'm going to give you the 2 ads that made me $40,000 in the last 30 days. And I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to give you the exact ads. I'm going to show you them, and I'm going to explain why they work so well, why I scripted them the way I scripted them, and I'm going to give you all the numbers of how many calls we got, how many people showed up, all the leads we got, followers, everything. Full transparency in this video. So stick around until the end if you want to implement a strategy that will crush it for you in your coaching business or agency. So these are the 2 ads that made me $40,000 in the last 30 days. And guys, I'm no longer trying to go viral. I'm never sending cold DMs. I'm not doing anything other than running Instagram ads that build up my following, build up my leads, and just bring people to me. Everything's inbound to me, and that's what makes life so much easier. And so let me give you guys a breakdown. So I have 5 ads running right now. These 2 are the winners, and you're always got to be testing for winners, right? And that's why I have 5 others running, or 3 others running. So I'm trying to find another winner, and once you have 3 or 4 winners, it's game over. You're taking over, right? So stats for these ads. In the last 30 days, I've spent $4,000-ish on these 2 ads, and that generated $40,000. So that's a 10x return, guys. Every dollar I put in equals $10 out. In full transparency, a few of the other ads are $1 in, $6 out, right? $1 in, $5 out. But when you find winners, it averages out, right? It brings you a better average in return. But regardless, guys, it's like a money printer. Who wouldn't want to put more cash if it keeps getting you a return and bringing you more and more ideal fit clients? And so we spent $4,000 total on these 2 ads, which got me 157,000 profile visits. These are the 2 ads I've spent majority of the money on. So these ads probably got me 100,000 profile visits in the last 30 days, which added, I think, a couple hundred followers, which I'll get into that as well. But guys, when you bring people to your profile, your profile needs to be very optimized. I will help you start and scale your online coaching business to 40K a month. So simple. And then to 100K a month, because I've done it and I'm helping multiple people do it as well, right? So simple, it's right there, and then I bring them to my YouTube and with the VSL training, right? So simple, you gotta have an optimized bio if you are running ads. And so that led to about 100,000+ views from these 2 ads. So that led to about 236 followers. And guys, we are chasing quality versus quantity. I don't wanna have hundreds of thousands of followers coming in. I don't want hundreds of thousands of views. I don't want any of that. I want quality leads coming to me every single day, right? And so out of 236, maybe let's say 150 of them were online coaches and business owners and agency owners, right? And so we started a bunch of conversations. And yeah, and here's the thing, they stay in your pipeline. They stay in your Instagram. That's why this strategy works so well. We're not just collecting an email. They come here and they watch your life, they watch your stories, they watch your long form content, and it crushes. And so that led to 15 book calls from those 2 ads, right? And so every single day we're booking 2 to 4 calls total. From these 2 ads, there's 15 qualified calls, and I'm getting a little bit pickier on who we qualify and how we qualify. Obviously, I could have booked in more calls. You could book in a ton more calls. I'm just getting more stern on who I take on because I only want to work with like hustlers, like tire kickers. Stop watching this video, right? And so out of those 15 calls, 13 people showed up. We have a pre-call training and a whole setup I show all my clients to get about 90% of people to show up to calls. It crushes. We have like a 6-step process. All of it does really, really well, right? So 7 out of 13 people closed, which is over 50% close rate. Not bad, getting better at closing. But so 7 out of 13 people, and here's the thing I've been doing. I think the number's so high, over a 50% close rate, like almost 55% close rate, is because, guys, I want to nurture people for the long term. I want to build trust. I want to build trust with you watching this, and like with the long form content, right? I'm going to create a bunch of this content and give you guys the numbers, spend my time investing into building trust with you guys. That way, when people hop on calls with me, they understand who I am. They understand what I do, how I help people, how I help coaches scale, agency owners scale with ads, right? And so that's why we close so many people, and 2 of these other people will join in the next month as well. Just need to get some funds together. And so out of those 7 people, 4 of them paid in full and 3 of them did a split pay option, which is great because I know not everyone can afford the high ticket service. So we do have a split pay option if needed. But what happened was we got 57K the last 30 days from 5 ads, but 40K came in from those 2, right? You guys, this is like full transparency. I'm trying to show you guys everything. Calls booked, followers, every single step of the way, because all these online gurus you guys watch, yeah, they're not really making money, or they're not making as much money as they say they are, right? So this leads to high ticket clients coming in every freaking day. We have like a 6K deal, a couple days later, 5K deal, a couple split pays. Like, guys, this strategy crushes. And so the best part though is I have hundreds of leads in my pipeline, in my Instagram. And what I'm in my pipeline is obviously they're in the CRM as well, but they're in my Instagram. They're followers. They watch my stuff. They watch my stories. They watch my long form content. They watch my stuff, which builds trust, right? And my whole goal is not to just sell everyone. I don't want to work with everyone. I've gotten way more picky on who I want to work with. But the thing is, since I can set standards of who I want to take on in the community, I get to choose who I want to work with. I don't have to book in everyone, right? But if you're like a beginner coach, you can literally book in as many leads as you want. And if you just want to scale to hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, you can book in everyone, right? I want to have some standards for my thing. I don't want to just work with anyone. And so I have hundreds of leads coming in, and I get to choose who I want to work with and book them in on my calendar and then close them and then help them scale to record months, right? And so let's break down why these ads work so well. I'm going to give you guys exactly how to do it. So if you're scripting ads, like, guys, my whole goal is to just give you as much value as humanly possible. And so let's start with this ad right here. 133,000 views. You know what? Let's watch it together.
As an online coach, and I didn't even send a single cold DM. So here's how I did it. So instead of posting a ton of content and hoping to go viral, or sending countless DMs every single day and still have an empty sales calendar, I only work 4 hours a day with each client paying me $1,000 to $3,000 a month. That way I stack monthly recurring revenue. I'm able to do this with an ad strategy called the social growth funnel. And here's how it works in 3 simple steps. First thing that you need to do is record 1 to 2 ads just like this one, calling out your ideal client's main pain points. Secondly, you restructure your offer to be a monthly recurring revenue offer. That way you don't start off each month back at 0. Lastly, you start conversations with every single new follower that came in from the ads, and you book in 2 to 3 qualified sales calls a day. So if you want to learn how to do this, shoot me a follow and go through my past content.
Bam.
I made 48,000.
So let me go over why that ad did so well, right? And yeah, it's crushing. So and Meta's been very weird as well. If you launch ads, sometimes you like unrealistic claims, they'll like reject it and you have to relaunch it. It's the most annoying thing in the world. It happened to me recently. You just have to relaunch it and they'll usually approve it, or you could appeal it, whatever. Off topic. But the reason this ad works so freaking well, and if you're running ads and you're like, dude, they're not profitable, or you just don't understand the game, guys, this ad works so well because hook, $47K a month as an online coach. A lot of coaches want that. A lot of coaches are stuck at 5, 10, 15, 20K a month. Like, they're relying on organic content, referrals, cold DMs. They hate their life. They don't have leads coming to them every day, right? And the second thing I said is, what makes it more attractive is without sending any cold DMs, right? I didn't send a single cold DM, right? So they're like, damn, he did that without doing this, and that's why I'm stuck here, like, right? So they're like, whoa, like, all right, so that's a good hook. And then I listed off their pain points. They're posting a ton of content and sending countless DMs. I said it again, right? Because that's what the biggest struggle is. And so if you're going to run ads, you have to understand your client's main pain points. You have to understand what they are suffering with. So list off, prior to even running ads, list off 3 to 5 main pain points that your client is suffering with. Like, what are they doing? What's holding them back? Why aren't they getting from point A to point B? Those are the most potent ads, guys. And so I listed off the pain points, and it's a lot of coaches are posting a ton of content, never going viral, never getting clients from it, sending countless DMs, and then I ended off with, they still have an empty sales counter. Ouch, right? So, like, that's brutal, right? Because, like, they're doing all this work, and the sales counter is literally empty. And so I'm able to touch on these things, and I'm able to, like, guys, the beauty about ads is if people's attention spans are very, very short. I was able to summarize pain points in a dream outcome within 30 seconds. That ad was like 32 seconds. All right, guys, so one thing you have to understand is with ads, you could buy the attention of your ideal client. You could buy the attention of the perfect fit client that wants to work with you, right? And they come to you because you spoke to their pain points. You spoke to them. But one thing you have to understand is yes, you could buy attention, and the more money you throw at ads, the more attention you bring into your world. That's great. But you have to understand, no one owes you anything. Like, you have to capture their attention. Not because you're buying attention doesn't mean you captured their attention. And so in order to capture their attention, you have to really, really speak to their pain points and understand, will this resonate with them? Are they suffering with this? Are they trying to get over here? And that's why this ad did very, very well. All right, guys, to summarize this ad, though, you guys watched the ad. I explained it. This was a pain point ad. My whole goal was to literally go over and touch on multiple pain points. You're stuck sending cold DMs, you have an empty sales calendar, you're posting a ton of content, that leads to no calls booked on your calendar, right? And so because of all this, because I wrote down my clients' pain points, I'm able to touch on them very, very well. So if you're a coach watching this video right here, and if you're an agency owner watching this video, that probably speaks to you as well. You're probably suffering with those same things, and you need a predictable way to get leads coming to you every single day, right? And so the only way to do that is with ads, because you can actually like amplify it. Once you have a winning ad, I can throw more money. I can go on my phone to Ads Manager and increase the ad spend from 50 a day to 100 a day on these winning ads. It's that simple, right? Once you find winning ads, because it's predictable. And so just to summarize it all up, it's a 30-second ad that touches on all those pain points. So let's get into ad number 2. Let's watch it together.
Running an agency to becoming an online coach, and I made $50,000 profit last month. Here's how you can do this in 3 simple steps. So instead of onboarding clients and watching them leave after 1 or 2 months, you have package up your skills and create an irresistible offer to sell it for $5,000 to $15,000 paid up front. Secondly, you implement a method I call the innovative funnel here on Instagram to grow your following of pay-per-click clients that can afford your high-ticket services. The last thing you gotta do is message each one of those new followers and see how you can help them and book in 2 to 3 sales calls every single day. And so if you want to learn exactly how to do this, ship me a follow and go through my past content.
Guys, it's so simple, right? Like, well, one of the things that I did really well in this one is I did a pain point plus 2 dream outcomes, right? Like most agency owners, this ad is targeting agency owners that want to pivot to coaching, right? And so, because I used to be an agency owner, I got out of it and I sold my agency and all that. But most people will never sell their agency. Most people are stuck at 20, 30, 40, 50K a month, but they have skills, right? And so I was speaking directly to them. I was being like, dude, why are you running an agency and dealing with this big team and dealing with all this headache? Pivot to coaching and make a lot more profit and make a bigger impact and work with clients that you love, right? And so I sold the dream because I understand the pain point of most agency owners, which is clients leave after 1 or 2 months, unless you have 3-month contracts and they renew, right? But I had a content agency and a lot of clients left after 2, 3, 4 months, right? And so like, it sucks. You spend money to get the client, you do your best with them, and they just leave to go to a cheaper option or whatever, right? They bring it in-house, and it's inevitable. That's the game. That's the way it works, right? And because I understand that the client churn is very annoying and it's very unpredictable for agency owners, I'm selling a dream outcome, 5 to 15K up front, right? That's how much me and my clients are getting paid for our consulting services, for our coaching services, right? And so it's like, I'm selling the dream because that is the dream. Getting paid up front to work with someone, not for someone, that's the dream. And so I'm selling you really well in this ad, and I think that's why it worked very well as well. And then another dream outcome is booking in 2 to 3 sales calls every single day. That's what we're doing every single day. And if you look at this ad, it has 2,700 likes, right? We messaged a lot of the likers that looked like agency owners and coaches, and we started conversations and got a bunch of people in from this ad. I think this ad did like 70% of these 2 ads. And so it crushed. Got a lot of engagement, a lot of people. It just got rejected this morning, which it's annoying. I got to go approve it or upload it again. And so Meta's been getting a little bit strict. It is what it is. That's the name of the game. But guys, so basically that's what you want to do. You want to list off the pain points that your client's suffering with, and then you want to create ads around them. And you bring in followers to your social media that trust you, learn to understand what you offered, and then they buy from you. Like they understand who you are and what you do, and yeah. And so guys, this ad was also about 30 seconds long. So remember that your whole goal is to build trust with people, show them that you're an authority, bring in a bunch of followers, and show them like, hey, you're actually doing this thing. I teach the same strategy I do. And so when I bring in followers, I'm like, dude, You came into my funnel, it's the same funnel I'm going to teach you, right? It's so easy for me to teach them, and it works every single time because it's just predictable, because it compounds with your social media. As you post organic content, your people from ads see it as well, right? As you post long form videos, your people from ads see it as well. It's a freaking game changer. Plus, you enable retargeting ads as well. So every time I have followers coming in from this ad and the other ad, I have a bunch of retargeting ads hitting them over and over and over, and then they buy, or they just get nurtured until they buy, right? It's a game changer. So what's the next step? I go and find out that the framework works, and then I'm like, okay, let me go throw more money at similar ads. I'm going to go change up the hook a little bit. I'm going to create similar ads and test them, right? And throw more money at them. Don't be scared to invest into freaking ads, guys. Some people are really scared to throw money at ads. What do you have better to buy right now? A lot of us are young, right? Like, you don't need that car, you don't need the penthouse, you don't need all these different things. And if you, even if you do have the penthouse and all these different things, guys, think about the future. Don't steal away from tomorrow for today's pleasure. So guys, throw more money into ads, recreate ads that are winning ads, and just keep crushing it with it, right? And so guys, I hope this video brought you a ton of value. Go script some ads, message me if you have any questions. If you want to scale with ads predictably and you want to learn more about how the funnel works, I'm going to have a video attached in the comments. Let me know if you guys have any questions on Instagram. I'm here to help. Subscribe, like the video, keep crushing it, guys. My whole goal is to build as much trust with you guys as possible.